I have never done this before, so this is a very first. But here goes some stats for you. So this is basically what I do for every card since it became legal in my state. Um, this week was a little slow. I usually have these done by Monday, Tuesday. Here it is, almost fight night. Uh, but I'm probably gonna not do any kind of video or post next week in regards to stats, and I'm gonna get the next fight cards together and have those ready and try to get to a semi-regular upload of detailed stats here and as a betting companion, and hopefully you can use you these stats and whatnot to help you hopefully make some money. We can all make some money. So essentially, I'll just break down what you're seeing here. Anything in red is a disadvantage for that fighter. I highlight that disadvantage because statistically, uh, there is a losing percentage with those disadvantages. So it's something worth highlighting. And then here, where all these colored circles are, these are just fighter stats: strikes landed per minute, the accuracy, absorbed shots, defended, takedown averages, accuracy, defended, submission average. Green is good, in my opinion. Yellow is mid. Red is terrible. Black is abysmal. So I use these stats to more or less tell the picture of how these fighters will interact with each other. And then over this way, I've just got some general information that I keep in mind when I'm making my predictions, my bets, my picks. Um, Over here, this is just win or loss. When do these fighters end their fights? So just like statistically speaking, you can kind of base your over unders on that. That's what I do, and not that I hit every one, but it is positive. So far so good. Um, with these total strikes, they didn't really give a whole lot of fights with this prop on it. But total strikes, significant strikes, knockdowns, takedowns, submission attempts, and control time. How I get this is history of the fights, past fight data. And then I just kind of take their momentum mixed with the momentum of the fighter that they're fighting and just kind of get an idea of what I think is going to happen in the fight. Um, so, just here, for example, let me see if I can find it here. I don't have Bet365 up right now. But I want to say Urseg was over under like 90 something or 100. And I just think he's going to get out wrestled and he's not going to get that much output. So, just for example, I will go with the under on that because this is what I think these fighters are going to do in this fight, more or less. But I'll leave that there for a second, kind of check that out. You really need the names in there. So I can get that. Oh, so there's that. And then, like I said, here's the stats, UFC record. Uh, Pretty straightforward. I get the stats from like 4 different websites, and then I spend a lot of time just crunching the data, getting it together. So hopefully this will help you guys because it helps me. Not that I hit every bet, but I do hit some. But let's check out on Bet365 real quick. Uno momento. All right, so for instance, just to go over a couple of these and just to show where I think this is going to line up at. So they only give 5 fights. You've got Pantoja Urseg, Martinez Aldo, Smith Petrino, Pereira Potieria, and Craig and Baralo. That's all they're given, which that's okay. Main card. So you just kind of see here, I've got Craig getting 40 to 60 total strikes. The over-under for him right now is 40. So obviously over for him in my eyes. And Baralo, they got him at 60.5 as the over-under. So I think he'll go over that as well. I think it should be a pretty good fight between these guys. And then Michel Pereira, Igor Potieria, they've got the over for Pereira at 47.5. So I think he'll go over on that. And Ihor, they've got it 37.5. So I think he's going to have more output as well. I think that'll be a good fight. So over. And then, though I don't think Anthony Smith is going to win this fight with Petrino, I do think he'll definitely go over 38. So the over on him, and Vitor, they have an over under at 57.5. So I'm taking the under on him. It's like so far basically one of the only unders I'm taking on any of this. And then with Aldo, they've got him at over under 57.5. So I've got him over. And then Martinez, they've got 76.5. So I'm taking the under on him. I just think Aldo's going to show out. He looked great and still looking like a killer. So I think that should be a really good fight. And then last, they've got Pantoja at the over-under at 102. It kind of makes me nervous, but I took the under on that. And then Urseg, they have it 94.5, and I took the under on him. But just kind of showing where my projections line up, and I was honestly pretty surprised that it was more or less where the bookies had it at. But, there it is. Just wanted to throw this out there. We'll look at this one more time. Then over here, I just in bold is their most frequent match ending round. GTD obviously goes the distance, and as you can see, quite a lot of fighters on this card go the distance. So I'm sure there'll be some fireworks and good fights and knockouts, but I also think they have the chance to go on, like a lot of overs here on the round props. But yeah, I figured I'd throw this up. Hopefully this helps anybody who's watching this video. And yeah, that is that. Y'all be good.